the good of it will come back to him in some way or another. In other words, he is praying and speaking well of himself as well. And this is how someone can plant a flower garden around his own house. Whenever he looks out of his window, all he will see is flowers. And when he sees them, he will always feel like he is in heaven. When he became accustomed to saying nice things about people, when he became used to saying someone's praises, that person became his beloved. And whenever he thinks of himself, he will be thinking of his beloved as well. And remembering that the beloved are like flowers in a flower garden, and his spirit is at peace.
From Genghis, the son of Yasugeh, the Sultan of Iran, Muhammad Kharazm Shah. I'm telling the Sultan what Gaya Khan, the ruler of the city of Otrar, did was disgusting and disturbing. Based on the good relations between you and I trust that you will accept and grant me my request for Gaya Khan, ruler of the city of Otrar, to be handed over immediately to my messenger and men immediately. And if not, the friendship accord between our two nations will be void.
Well, Genghis the Mongol has to pay for his brash words towards you.
Your Highness, do not forget that in his previous letter, Genghis had called you the King of the East and his greatest of sons. He has only shown you respect and admiration.
What are you saying, Prime Minister? Are you reciting poetry?
I was reminding the Sultan of Genghis' last writing to him. You see, the difference between what Genghis had written to us in that peaceful letter and the one we received from him today is Gaya Khan and the killing of the Mongol merchants.
Gaya Khan was only following the Sultan's orders. And besides, they were not mere merchants, they were a bunch of spies. The so-called peaceful letter that Genghis wrote the Sultan was just a disguise to belittle the Sultan by calling him his son. And perhaps if he had received a proper reply to that letter, he would not suddenly be demanding the handover of the ruler of Otrar so brazenly now.
I swear to God, I will cut him up into pieces with the sword in my hand.
In my opinion, the Sultan must have fire in one hand and water in the other. There is always a way to control the furor.
How is that? By handing over the border guard of the Khwarezm king to those desert-dwelling Mongols, you think? You mean a bunch of vicious desert dwellers can have their way when it comes to the Sultan of Khwarezm? This doesn't make any sense at all. Huh. Is this really your advice to the king of the land of Iran?
Your Highness, may you live a long life. I know it is true that Gaya Khan is your nephew, but this does not...
These men aren't messengers. They are those who will shout out the humiliation of the Sultan to the world. It does not matter who Gaya Khan is, except that he is the appointee of the Sultan. And even if Genghis had asked us to turn over a simple foot soldier to him, I still would have said the same thing. And any agreement we have now with Genghis is equivalent to defeat and surrender. And if we do surrender, this won't be the last request he sends us. Soon he will be sending his messengers over to ask for the women of the Sultan's harem. You know that standing up to the Mongols now and eliminating Genghis will be your chance to enter into the East. Just think about that.
Well, be that as it may, I also agree with what the Prime Minister is saying.
You are living in fear of Genghis' aura. An aura that is only made up by the Prime Minister's imagination.
We will not surrender Gaya Khan. We will have to think of something in order to bring down his anger and turn his hate away from Gaya Khan.
I am more than willing to go meet with Genghis with a delegation and bring him some gifts. I will put myself in danger and ask him to formally forgive Gaya Khan for what he's done.
I would expect you to say these things because with the position you have here, no one would expect any more from you. I am the Queen Mother of this land, Prime Minister, and my son is the Sultan of Iran. Unfortunately, you are not intelligent enough to comprehend what worries us.
What you are saying here, Mother, is without a doubt creating a war between us and Genghis. A war without a cause. And that is a mother's enmity towards her son.
Enmity? What enmity? You have shown so much enmity towards me and your crown prince and his mother who died because you were so unkind to her. You opened your arms to women from all over India and Balkh and Samarkand and Bukhara. And when did I ever point a sword towards you?
Don't speak nonsense, Mother, and don't try and scare me with a war, because I have been at war for the last 30 years.
Then why are you not fighting?
There's no glory in this war, Mother. And I sense that the hatred is not coming from Genghis' tent, but from within the walls of this palace. Every time I come back home, victorious from a war, you were never happy to see me. You have always wished me dead, Mother. You've always wanted vengeance, haven't you? For the brother that you wanted to become king instead of me.
He missed it.
Come on, hit it!
Come on, hit it!
Oh!
Guys, come on, stop guys!
Let me hit it. Well done, you finally did it.
Hey, it's my turn!
He can't hit it.
No, guys,
Let's try.
do it! It's my turn! Come on! It's my turn! I want to have a turn!
I told you.
Come and do it, Jalaledin.
He can't do it.
You can't either. You can't either.